So what's it like them being back on the pitch?
Oh, it's been so good. It's been so nice. I spoke to my mum and dad the other day, like on here, and they were like, "You just look so happy." Like, I don't know if they took it like, obviously I was happy at home with them, but I think they were like, "Oh, you seem loads happier there than you were at home." I think it's just, being back on the pitch, like actually kicking the football around. Like, it's not the same, obviously, training on your own. All the girls felt like that, really, because it's been a long time for everyone. But I think, especially for me, because the last game I played, or like training, was the 1st of December. So it was literally felt like forever. I think just like being back in like the environment of like, obviously we've been training in groups, but like just having a bit of like team environment back. Yeah. And just, you can see everyone's just really, it's just a good vibe. Everyone's buzzing to be here and stuff. It's really nice.
And how have things been adapted to ensure your health and safety and stuff? Is it like going well?
Yeah, it's going well. Obviously it is weird, but we've kind of just got into the routine now, so it feels like more normal. Just like, obviously we're doing all the like we have to go in separately into our groups, get our temperature checked in the car, going in, doing our swabs, like everything's all still distance as well. So it's not even like you can grab your teammates and hug them, even when we're all being tested. But yeah, just hand sanitizing, like at the end of sessions, like while the coaching stuff, obviously washing stuff all the time. Just like, even like our GPS, we're still like wiping them down, like everything's really like, but it's good and it makes you feel safe. And everyone's been really good with it, actually, like really professional about it. And yeah, it's just part of the job now. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like it's just part of it.
The new signings of the last few weeks?
Yes.
I think. Are they settling in? How's that going?
Yeah. Do you know what? Someone asked me that the other day, and I was literally trying to think, who are the new signings? Because it feels like they've just settled in straight away. And I think so I live with Gemma, Faye and Baggers. And we knew Gemma before from like England youth age groups. So I think because she came in, it kind of, and we knew her, it's like, oh, she's not really new. And then Ella had to quarantine, Ella the Aussie girl. I don't think I can pronounce her surname just yet.
You'll practice. Like September will be fun.
I won't tell her that. But she had to quarantine, obviously, because she came in from Australia. So she's been back in training, and settled in straight away. She's really bubbly and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to think.
One of those like, have I just not seen you in months, or are you new?
Someone like Amy was there, wasn't she?
So it just feels like normal. It doesn't even feel like we got new signings, which is really good, and it's nice.
And obviously there was times last year where I think it's quite a young team, so you struggled a little bit in parts. What are the main things you're looking to improve on this year, and what are the goals for the next campaign, do you think?
So obviously we're looking to be more solid defensively. I think last season we went out because we wanted to play good football, attractive football, and I think we just got a bit carried away with that at the start. Like you said, we are a young team. And because the season before, we were really solid defensively. And then we obviously went to improve on that. But then I think we maybe lost a little bit of we all got a bit like, oh yeah, let's go and attack. So just sort of to get back to what we were good at. And obviously add goals to the game, and basically the same as last year. But I think we're all a little bit more experienced now. We've added some experience, which is good. And and cut run as well would be nice. So
it's just about getting that momentum, I think, up.
Yeah, definitely. I think like last year, sometimes things just didn't seem to go our way a little bit. Obviously, like you can control things, but and we weren't good enough in games. But yeah, I think sometimes we were quite unfortunate quite a number of times. Whereas maybe the year before we were a bit luckier. But yeah, we just want to control what we can and have a good season. But even just coming in, I think if you came in from the outside and watched like the last week or two and back, I think you'd feel like the good atmosphere is just really positive. I think it's just like, right, last season wasn't our best. It's like a fresh start again. And obviously then we've got the new signings, and there's just a really good buzz about the place, which is nice. It's nice to come back into as well after so long away.
You've been there since 2017, and then Tanya came in the next year. How have you developed under her?
Well, she was like a big reason as well why I signed the contract again this year. She's been great for me. I've always been like more of an attacking player and tried to be more creative, but the defensive side of my game wasn't as great. And Tanya just just learning from her. Obviously, she was a defender as well, which helps, and just like her tactical knowledge and stuff. Just trying to, put that into my game, and I think she's helped me massively in that aspect. Just to become more of an all-rounded midfielder rather than just attack-minded. So, yeah, I think I've improved a lot that side of my game since I've been here. So, and obviously, getting the game time here is really important. Like, I'm 23, but I feel like I've played quite a lot of games considering my age, and probably like one of the more experienced in the team.
Yeah. I mean, we were saying, like, we remember when you were coming through as a youngster. I mean, you're still very young.
No, but it's really nice to see from, like, you've really matured as a player, which is, you know, you're saying about kind of all-round game. You definitely see that on the pitch. Like, you're kind of, you've gone from being just like a young player to like one of the main like stalwarts on the team. You know what I mean? Which is really nice to see. It's always nice for us when, like, having watched players from underage come through, and you know, you're still young, which is just sickening. But you feel like one of the older, mature players now. You know, it's really nice. Questions about you.
Yeah.
Curious stuff. How would you describe yourself as a player?
Creative, passionate, hardworking. Yeah, if I had to pick three, I'd probably pick those.
They're good ones. Yeah, I would agree.
And what is your first footballing memory?
God. Well, when I didn't, obviously, like when I was starting out, my brother, I used to watch my older brother. I feel like everyone kind of has that, don't they? Like, they all seem to have an older brother that played football. And my dad was like, I used to go every week and he'd be like, Carla, you're not coming this week. It was like snowing. I don't know how the game was still on. And then he's like, you're not coming. And I started crying, and that still didn't win him over. So I put my coat on, I had my ball under my arm, and I stood by the door ready when he was going out. And I was like, I'm coming. He was like, oh, fine. Like, he took me, and I just loved it since then. So probably that, as in that got me started in football. Then I played for my local team. And then I went to Russian and Diamonds. So that was probably, I don't know if they're still in the club anymore, but that was probably like my first memories of football, really. That's when I met Leah as well. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we played in the team since we were 7. So yeah.
In lockdown, did you pick up any new skills? Or did you?
Yeah, I did actually. Well, I did yoga most mornings. I really enjoyed that, actually. I really got into that. I was doing yoga with Adrian on YouTube.
Oh my God, I did that.
Did you guys do it too?
Well, not me. I only just started like 2 weeks ago, but it's been, yeah, she's great. Especially when you could do like a 15-minute one. Or she's
just
really
squeezed it in. Yeah, she's like she doesn't take herself too seriously, does she?
No, and I like her dog.
Yeah, he's cute, isn't he? I don't know if it's a he or she. Benji?
Yeah, Ben, and I don't feel bad then when like our rabbit comes and joins me. I feel like if she's then it's fine to have a pet. Yeah, she's great. That's a good one.
Yeah. I did start to learn, I learned the capitals of Europe and the capitals of Africa, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
And I started Asia, but I haven't quite continued that since I've been back. So I'll have to get back on that. I just like learning. Like, it sounds really geeky, but I just like learning new things.
Yeah. There's a pub quiz. We should have you.
Yeah, that's all I'll be good for. My general knowledge is poor.
Oh no, it's capitals of Asia. Sorry, never mind. No.
I don't know if you saw it on Twitter or anything. PFA Football Marketing and Management.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's with Sports Business Institute in Barcelona, but the FA sort of funded it. That was really good. And that was like then a commitment. It was like Tuesday and Friday. And then some people had Wi-Fi issues.
Tuesday and Friday.
But it was really good. I think everyone actually did enjoy it though. It was really good.
Okay, this might be a harder question, but who would play you in a movie about your life?
I feel like Bridget Jones. I'm so clumsy and just so like... Everyone says I'm a bit of an airhead. Like, she did these things last year, you know, like in the team where you sort of write. So I had like 5 or 6 players, and we did it with staff as well, I think. And you'd write a little bit about them, but it would be anonymous. And then you'd get all the ones back about yourself. Yeah. So like read. To be fair, they were all lovely, but like half of them said about how clumsy I am. So, and then I showed them to my mum. She was like, God, they all see it, and you only see them for a couple of hours a day.
Do you have any phobias?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm just scared of breaking down on the motorway.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Fair.
I'm not asking before, and that's the only one I could think of. You know, like when you're driving and you can like smell something that doesn't smell right, or like something doesn't feel right in the car. I'm like, I would just keep going and just pretend that I didn't smell it or I didn't feel it.
Just smoke coming out the back. It's fine.
I'll be there soon. Like, I don't have like a fear of driving home or driving anywhere. It's absolutely fine. It's just that, you know, when that happens and like my heart sinks and I'm just like, okay, it's not happening.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a phobia or anything really. No.
I can understand
that.
Especially like if you're in the fast lane and something goes wrong.
I mean, to be fair, I can't imagine you driving along on a fast lane at like 70 miles an hour and your car just switches off. I feel like you always have enough time to kind of get yourself drift into the slow lane.
That'll be me, because I'll just be like, nah. I've run out of time.
You'll end up like a Flintstone with your feet like just kind of on the car.